Oh, hello and welcome to Facebook Live. There's a bit of confusion on whether we were actually live or not, but apparently we are, Paul.
That's because there's two people trying to do one job behind us.
There's two people
behind the
confusing
camera.
us. That's the other person over there. You could show them. Go on, show them. That's it. We'll blame Sophie. Hello and welcome to the paddock in Abu Dhabi. Still bathed in sunshine, although it's starting to set around the other side. It's a great paddock here, Paul, isn't it?
It is. Generally, people don't come out, though, till the evening. Obviously, this race, twilight, all the action is really going to take shape about 5 o'clock. The session coming up, FP2, is the most representative one on track, and I guess that's when people want to come out and enjoy this place under the floodlights, because it is a little bit hot standing here at the moment.
Yeah, it is. So we go in the shade. It is actually absolutely roasting. It's not the most interesting track. I never really enjoyed driving the circuit itself, is it, as a layout? I didn't think it was particularly interesting.
I think it's quite a good... I actually quite enjoy it, and I think for a season finale, I don't think there's a better place you could come in terms of what it brings. Easy for people to get to.
Yeah.
You know, you can get to Dubai quite easy and get to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Middle East. People obviously put on a holiday generally after as well, and we have all these tests post-race as well. So as a season closer, I think it's the place to do it. There's always a sense of relief as well. Not too far for the guys to travel home after as well, because everybody's batteries are getting to that point of...
It's true. I mean, let's go around the back, actually, since we're here, because it's a hell of a setting that they've built here. I mean, effectively... You know, it's an island they've just built everything from scratch. So they've had a blank slate and been able to create this incredible facility.
Well, kind of the track is the heart of it, isn't it? And Yas Island. And every year I come back, it just expands and expands and expands. And you don't really know the last time where you were. But where else in the world are you going to build a marina on a track like Monaco to replicate what it is? You don't want to be staying in that hotel because all the parties, this is where it's happening at night. And under the sunshine it's great, but even better when it starts to light up.
Yeah, I mean, you could just look at the marina here, and as you say, the Yas Hotel. So the circuit runs underneath the bridge there, and it is just an incredible setting for a season finale. And you could see why. I mean, my flight coming out of London was absolutely packed with European fans coming to the Grand Prix here for bit of winter sun and an amazing setting.
It is. You hear a lot of Aussie fans as well kicking around.
Well, you see kangaroos on that boat over there.
Exactly. And it's as close as you're going to get to the paddock, actually, if you're not involved in Formula One. You know, these guys can come and see exactly what's happening. It's kind of like Big Brother's watching you. They're on top of you. But there is a racetrack around here somewhere, like we talk about. And, session one's over, obviously. It's a session where, like we said, FP2 is when you really have to start hitting it, start to get in your balance. It's really about system checks and where it is. But it's a big Grand Prix, obviously, end of the season. Everybody wants to go out in a high. More importantly, it's a track that should ultimately suit the package of what Williams are because of the Mercedes-Benz engine and how efficient the downforce needs to be. It's a bit slow speed, but big weekend also for Felipe. This is his last race, to show what he's doing. So it's kind of like the sense of relief, I guess, that he's got from that. He can just go out there and actually enjoy what it's about, and that is turning the steering wheel and pressing the pedals. Yeah,
that's right. I think, there's always a bit of drama, isn't it? Lap 1, it gets quite tricky down at the 5, 6, 7 chicane and the hairpin. And with the long straights, you do get a bit of overtaking around here as well.
You do. We've saw some good races here. We've equally saw some boring races here, unfortunately. It'll be interesting if this generation of Formula 1 car goes around here. And one of the big things for me is, as a general fan, given that the championships won, it's a battle between Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes, all turning their engines up, using everything they've got and getting into it. So you never really remember who won the second last race. You always remember who won the last one going into Melbourne, and we've obviously got a sufficient break when we go into winter testing, who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, that's right. I think, let's talk about you mentioned there, FP1 not really representative. It is a huge change here, isn't it? As soon as that sun sets in FP2, the track conditions, suddenly the track comes alive, it grips up, and then it's so close to what we'll have in qualifying the race.
Like you say, when the temperature drops, obviously the working range of the tyre changes, but the biggest thing is the car's characteristic changes a lot, and you can't chase it in FP1 when the track's hot. You've got to let the track cool down. You generally get more rear grip as the track cools down, so you want to put more front wing in, you want to go more forward on your balances, but that's where the race is going to be. So irrespective of that, we've had some drivers who've just been put in for Friday mornings, and that is the perfect way they can do it here. That's what it's about, but you can't delay the sessions too much because then you'd be too far into the night. But it's been a long season as well at the same time, and everybody, I guess, at this point just wants to to have a straightforward weekend. You don't want any
Yeah.
late nights. You don't want to do it. And you just want to try and enjoy it as much as you can.
Yeah, and the guys have all, as you mentioned before, they're staying here for a test next week on Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's there's a day off for everyone to prep the cars for the test.
It's not a day off, is it,
No.
for the guys? That's the thing. You think it's a day free. That's probably the hardest day, Sunday night, because they're going to be stripping the cars, rebuilding with all the test items, probably doing a night shift as well on Monday night. They'll send a night shift in, and the car will literally be ready to roll out that garage if it's 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning, whenever that session starts. The sun comes up quite early here, and I guess they'll be maximising that track time. And it's a Pirelli tyre test, so it's next year's tyres. Show them what they can. It'll be hundreds of laps. Drivers, even the physical, what they can pull out of it as well. So it's a big thing on the back of it. You can't go too hard on Sunday night and enjoy the party.
Right, listen, as for now, I think we can have a late lunch, can't we?
You're going to say lunch, aren't you?
Yeah, it is that time of the day. Well, it's not.
He's always thinking of his stomach.
I know, but I'm out of sync here, so I've missed breakfast, and I'm just confused. So I'm going to get some food. Do you want to carry on chatting? Or
No, I won't have any food.
Okay, all right. See you later.